back to My Name is Happy and I am Harini. I hope all of you all had a Merry Christmas and now I think you're all set to welcome a brand new year with a lot of hopes and expectations. So when I talk about hopes and expectations, 2020 has been harsh on all of us. It has left an indelible mark in all our lives. It has altered the ways in which we eat, sleep, and live. It has changed everything. The world has gone through a topsy-turvy. But just like how every dark cloud has a silver lining, even 2020 has had a positive impact on our lives because it has taught us so many invaluable lessons. It has made us realize the true essence of life. So in short, 2020 has been a year full of realizations, reflections, and most importantly, revaluations. But moving forward, we should all understand that it's not just the pandemic which is spiking at an alarming rate, but it has also created a huge mental health crisis. I'm telling this, to you, not to scare you, but to just make you aware about whatever is going in and around you. That awareness is something that we lack as a community, and that's something that I wanted to address, through this video. And to me personally, 2020 has been quite a ride because there have been very high, very good highs, and there have been equally bad lows. So it's been quite a mix, I should say. But I'm so happy that I successfully pulled through this year. Though I failed, I had hit the rock bottom. I am happy that I'm here right now with the same energy that I had at the beginning of this year. And I'm sure this is the kind of positivity that each one of us have to carry, moving forward to a new year. All of us should have the confidence and the energy that we are all together in this. So nothing is hard, nothing is no day is a bad day. It all depends on how we look at it. It all depends on our perspective. So when I was thinking about all this, a beautiful thought struck in my mind, and that's when I sat down and started writing my emotions, how I felt, what I saw, what I experienced, and everything. And when I wrote all this, I should say that there was something very profound, something so inexplicable. I just can't summarize and put into words what I actually felt, but it was really very warm, comforting, and so cozy. So I just wanted all my viewers also to experience the same feeling that I went through, and that was the whole point of putting out that questionnaire in my previous video. And I'm so happy that I got so many responses. So many of you have been so honest in whatever you said, and it was really touching. So thank you for taking the time out and writing to me about what you felt and experienced. And also, one major reason of doing this Q&A is that it's been 5 months since I started this channel, but there has been no proper one-to-one communication between me and my viewers. And so I just wanted to do this Q&A, a very casual chat where I can share whatever I feel and get to know my viewers also better. So I just thought this will bring all of us together, all of us closer. So that was the whole point of doing this Q&A. So in this video, I'll be answering all your questions and also cover some important topics, just random topics, and that's what you're going to be seeing in this video. So before we go into the main content, I would just ask all of you who are watching this video to please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon, because moving on, I put out a questionnaire with a set of questions, and I've got really amazing answers to those questions. So I'll just go in the order of the question in itself. So the first question was, how was your 2020? So the responses to this was so disparate, because there were people who told me that 2020 was incredible. On the other hand, there were people who told me that it was miserable. So for all those people who said that they had an incredible year, I'm genuinely so happy for all of you all, because amidst this crisis, you all have kept yourself happy, you all have kept yourself positive. So good job on that, and I just request you to spread it to others as well. Just inflect it to others. Just spread the vibe. That's something that I would ask those people to do. And for those people who had a miserable year, it's not just you who had it. There are many others who had a similar year, and uh, this too shall pass. So it might sound a little cliche, but I think all that begins as has to end, and just hope that, believe that it will end well. I think that kind of belief is something that gives us a grip. What was the best thing that happened to you this year? So again, for this I had a wide range of answers, and there are a few people who said that the best thing that happened to them this 2020 is that they found a channel named My Name is Happy. And hearing this is the best thing that has happened to me in this 2020, to be very honest. So thank you to all of you for supporting me to successfully run this channel, because this is something I started out of nowhere. Like, I always wanted to do something like this. I just wanted to be out there and spread what I feel, but I didn't have the time or the setting to do it. But this 2020 and the damage it has caused actually gave me the time and space to do it. So I think that's again another good thing that happened to me this 2020. And also there were other good replies I got to this question. So let me read it out. So the first one was, I fixed my long-term goals. So again, this is something that is incredible, because being in such a crisis, in being in such a tough situation, setting a vision, and planning and organizing your life is so incredible. I can't do it when there's so much going around. I'll be just stuck to what is happening now. I'll be in that tense. I'll be in that tension. But people have actually taken the time out to figure out their goals and their dreams. They've actually set timelines for themselves. So that is an incredible effort. So good job on that. And the other one has said that the best thing that happened to them in 2020 was spending time with family. Again, that has been a blessing to most of us. For people who lived away from their families, students who were lived in hostels, people who were working abroad, so many people. So there was actually time for people to bond over conversations, during dinner, during lunch. Like, it was family time, and there were so many things that were shared and passed on. A beautiful bond was created. So again, that is also an amazing thing that we should all cherish about 2020. And another one which got my attention was, I got placed and got job offer. So there were people who shared about that as well. So again, in this 2020, getting a job is such a big deal, because it's super hard. Like, everybody is going through a crisis, everybody is not having a good time. So getting a job and getting yourself placed is a tough thing to do, and I am so happy that you successfully managed to do so. So again, that's a huge achievement, and a huge shout out to all those people, all those hardworking and persevering people who got placed this year. So the third question was, what was the greatest life lesson that you learned in 2020? So again, this set of answers that I got for this was very interesting, and I've taken out a few responses which were which really got my attention. So the first one was, no one is there for you except yourself. Again, this is a very big realization that it's so true that self-help is the best help, because you know yourself better than anyone else in this world. So you know what you want and what you don't want. And in times of huge crisis, when nobody is there for you, you are the only person who has to stand up for yourself. Depending on others to an extent is okay, but completely depending on others for living and striving in this world is not okay. So we should all have the confidence, we should all be self-reliant, and it is a very big and a very important realization. So that's a good one. And the second realization was, wear masks. Again, this is also a very, very, very huge and a very important realization, because now the lockdowns have been lifted, everybody is moving around freely, things seem to be normal, but it is not, because we still have the deadly virus which is spreading so rapidly. So it is very important that we wear masks, practice safe distancing, and sanitize our hands properly. So the third response was something that really got my attention. It was, the search for peace is within you. This is again a very beautiful, a very profound realization, because when I read this, there was one beautiful story that just came to my mind. So once upon a time, there was a king who had a contest in which he asked the artists of that palace to draw the most peaceful picture in the world. And at the end of the contest, there were two pictures which were chosen, and the king had to decide between these two, which one was the most peaceful picture. So picture A had beautiful trees, it had mountains, everything looked so serene. The people around there were happy, and everything was very positive and nice about the picture. And the picture B was not that great. The trees were all barren, the lands looked lifeless, the waterfall was roaring, and there was a lot of chaos and confusion in that picture. So the people of the kingdom thought that the king would choose the picture A as the most peaceful picture. But the king didn't. He chose picture B as the most peaceful picture, because the king noticed that in that picture there was a bird which was sitting beside the waterfall. It was sitting there so peacefully, so calmly, and this particular thing got the attention of the king. And when he chose this picture as the most peaceful picture, many people questioned him of why he made that decision. And that's when the king told the people that it's not about everything is happy and everything is positive and you stay peaceful. That is not peace. Peace is actually being calm and serene amidst the chaos. That is real peace. On to the fourth realization. This was also a nice one. Enjoy and take risks. Yes, so life without risks and challenges is boring, monotonous, right? So we should all take a good amount of risks, challenge our challenges, and just walk forward confidently and bravely. So that's also a beautiful realization. And the next one was, never take things for granted. Again, this is a big lesson that that 2020 has taught a lot of us. It has taught us that we should no longer take people, emotions and feelings for granted. It has taught us how to respect each other and how to value our emotions as well as our fellow beings. So the last one, which was which really hit me hard, was, don't trust anyone blindly. Who knows who will stab a knife in your back? I mean, yeah, it's true that, you have to be aware. You should know who you are meeting, who you are talking to, who your friends are, everything. But in life, we need to surround ourselves with people who we trust. We need to trust people because it's true that, you should handle your problem yourself. But being around the fake and not so genuine people actually makes your environment and vibe a little negative. So it's important that, surround yourself with positive people. So it's so now coming to the last section, the most funny and, weird section, which I opened to for my viewers to ask me anything.